Why is it that two traders can learn the exact same strategy, watch the same videos, use the same indicators, risk the same percentage per trade, yet 5 years later, one's profitable and the other's still blaming the markets, blaming the strategy, blaming the risk percentage, blaming the prop firm? Now, the answer here doesn't lie in the strategy. It lies in their belief systems. And this is something that I don't really see anyone talking about. And I fully believe this is a singular defining factor as to if you change and you make money and become consistent, or if you keep going down the same rabbit hole, keep switching strategies, keep never making any progress and any returns from the market. See, trading doesn't reflect what you consciously want. It reflects what you consciously believe. And your actions are always telling the truth, not your words. See, none of us are born with the belief systems that we have now. Nobody's born believing that making money is hard. Nobody's born that rich people are greedy. Nobody's born that trading is gambling. Nobody is born that you're not good enough, believing that you're not good enough. All of these beliefs, you know, over the years of our lifespan, whether that's through teachers, whether that's through parents, whether that's friends, social media, all of these beliefs start to become our reality. Now, the scary part isn't that these beliefs exist. It's the fact that most people don't understand that they're operating from these belief systems. See, trading doesn't create you. It reveals who you are. It reveals all these beliefs that you have, not just about yourself, but about the world around you. And this is why trading is unlike any other career out there, why it is so unique. Because it exposes every single belief that you have about uncertainty, about money, about patience, about worthiness, about control, about failure, and about success. You don't get to hide. You cannot hide in trading. The market simply reflects you back to yourself. The market doesn't care what you tell yourself. It only responds to your behavior, what you do on the charts, the decisions that you make. And your behavior always follows your beliefs. See, again, your actions reveal your beliefs. See, most people say, oh, I'm a disciplined trader, yet the next 2 or 3 weeks they begin revenge trading, because their belief is that they can make money back quickly, that they can make that loss back quickly. Then they don't fully believe that they're disciplined, otherwise they would be disciplined and not revenge trade. It's saying, I trust my system, and then skipping the next 2 trades after 2 losses. Your behavior is telling yourself that I don't trust my system. And your actions are basically reflecting back to you that you don't trust your system, otherwise you would execute those trades. And so again, we don't trade according to what we know, we trade according to what we believe. And that line is worth repeating. We don't trade according to what we know, we trade according to what we believe. See, one of the most fascinating things about beliefs is that they filter reality. See, 2 traders can go through the same event, same experience. They can both take a loss. One trader can say, oh, this loss is evidence that I'm failing, that I'm a loser. And the next trader thinks that, oh, this loss is simply a business expense. And that same event has 2 completely different realities to it. Same market, completely different emotional reactions. And this is because beliefs create perceptions. What we believe about trading, about the world around us, creates this perception of how we see the world around us. See, belief in your system comes from having confidence in your trading. Now, confidence isn't, I know every trade is going to be a win, I know I'm going to win every trade. Confidence is simply, I know this edge has a positive expectancy over hundreds of trades. And that's a huge distinction there. When you truly believe your edge works, when you truly believe that what you're doing on the charts works, you don't need trades to validate you. You don't need every trade to be a winner to know that what you're doing is right. You just simply execute the trade. You simply execute what it is that you're seeing on the charts. But most traders can't do this. Prop Firm Match is the #1 place to go to for anything prop firm related. Check the link in the description for the best discounts. Let's get back to the video. Now, I've listed a few of the most dangerous beliefs that I believe that you can bring to trading. And the first one is I have to make money today. This idea that when we come to the market, we have to do something. We have to have a return on the time that we spent on the charts. Because if we don't, we feel like we're a failure, like we're a loser, we're not making any money. Next one is that I can't be wrong. Again, we're in a game of probabilities. You can't know for sure what's going to happen next, what trades are going to win, what trades are going to lose. Next one ties into this, which losing means I'm failing. And again, losing doesn't mean you're failing. It's simply a part of the business. It's a part of what trading is. And I've got a bunch of others that I could go on, but the main concept is that every single one of these creates destructive habits, whether that's revenge trading, impatience, over-risking, hesitation. All of these beliefs create bad habits, create bad behaviors. See, most traders are trapped in loops, thought loops that they don't even know exist. It's this idea that beliefs create thoughts, thoughts create actions, actions create results, and then results reinforce beliefs. So it's a loop of I always mess things up, leads to fear, hesitation, mistrade, no profit, and then the realization that, oh, I knew I wasn't cut out for this. I knew I wasn't going to be a good trader. And that's the loop complete. And you go round in circles, forever reinforcing this idea. So how do beliefs actually change? How can we change the beliefs around us about our ideas about trading, about the world around us? And this is where I probably slightly disagree with most self-help advice. See, most self-help is, oh, just write down affirmations, just write it down every day, just say it out loud every day, and you'll start to believe it. Well, I don't believe this works in practice because I've tried it. I've written down in a journal hundreds of times, I am a consistently profitable trader, and it's not made me a consistently profitable trader. Funnily enough, who would have thought? What actually changes beliefs is evidence, is having actual tangible evidence of what you're doing. And that repeated evidence changes your identity. It changes the way that you see the world around you. So instead of writing down, I am a disciplined trader, start becoming disciplined one day at a time, one trade at a time, one small activity at a time. That way you build that compounding, you build that evidence, and that evidence starts to become your identity. Change comes from repeated, aligned action, consistently, over time, which changes beliefs in yourself. So in this next section, I want you to write down all of these questions, whether that's on a pen and paper, whether that's on a Google Docs online, whatever that may be. Write down these questions and answer them truthfully. So the first one is, what do I believe about losing? What do I believe about uncertainty? What do I believe about wealthy people? What do I believe about success? What do I believe about myself? What behaviors keep repeating, and what belief must exist for me to keep behaving this way? And that's an important last question. I'm going to repeat it because I think this is the most important one. What belief must exist for me to keep behaving this way? Because this is the foundation as to why you keep doing the same thing over and over again, and why you keep getting this same result that for most of you is probably not what you want to get. So I know this video has probably been pretty full on, and so you're probably going to have to watch it a couple of times, and I do recommend you watch this a couple of times to really understand this concept, because I do firmly believe this is the singular biggest factor defining your results. Now, the market is one of the greatest mirrors you'll ever encounter. It doesn't expose your intelligence, it exposes your beliefs. Every hesitation, every impulse trade, every revenge trade, every early exit, every missed opportunity, they're all evidence of something deeper. Now, if you want different results, don't just change your strategy. Change the beliefs that are producing that behavior, because the trader you become will always outperform the strategy you use. Now, if you find this video useful, please comment down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Give it a like, subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one.